Hello everyone, it's Charla and Bella Star, and we're just sitting here at night together, and I've been loving on her and thought, oh baby, you're really looking at yourself. You see yourself, darling? We thought we'd do her hair a little bit. Look, Bella, you see? Yeah. Gonna fix your hair. Gonna fix your hair. I was gonna do the part of the tag. I'm not on as much as I want to be, but I'm trying to catch as many of these cool videos as I can because I love all these tags, and I want to do the tag. I just watched Gail and some others about the take your doll out, and I'll just give you my take on it. Shoot, I've lived a lot of years, but I'm no expert, and things change, people change, so you know, you probably have a different opinion. And that's cool. That's what makes it America, right? The diverse America. So, the way I feel about it is sort of like this. Bella, can you turn this way, darling? Okay. To me, we do have a weird hobby. Y'all are all going to faint when I say that. No, it's not weird to us. But to me, okay, like when I see a grown man sitting at home playing a video game, you know, bombing and killing people, to me that's weird, because why would a grown man want to sit and play army when, I don't know, it just seems weird. Like my dad and my brothers did never sit and play video games. They were always doing something really constructive, and that's weird to me. I think it's very weird, and if my husband sat and played video games, I would be demoralized that he had no more going for him than that. See, that's the way I think about that. But the generation now, they don't think that. It's normal for guys to sit and play video games. So there's a difference in that, you know. What would demoralize me is perfectly normal to the next person. So everybody's different. You know, used to, old women have played with dolls from the beginning of time. Boop, 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 boop. Now, do y'all remember, or did you know anybody in your church? Unfortunately, hardly anybody goes to church anymore. That's a whole nother story. The church houses are empty. But used to, you'd go to church and somebody in your Sunday school class or somewhere would give you this little doll that had a crocheted doll. A little crocheted doll. Sometimes they were toilet paper holders, and sometimes they were a doll that you sit on your bed, and the crocheted skirt went all the way across the bed. Do y'all remember that? Yeah, I've got one right in here in my hutch. I don't care for those kind of dolls because fuzz catches on them and all that, but I do love the fact that somebody took their time to make it for me, and I put it in my china hutch, my little china cabinet, because I love the lady that made it for me, and to think that she made that with her own little hands, you know, that is just, but what I'm saying is, oh, I'm doing a horrible job, Bella Star. What I'm saying is, old women have made dolls forever, made those little crochet dolls or rag dolls. That's just, oh, I love that little wave in her bang. It's just, you know, whatever they wanted to do. But as far as taking your dolls out, it is fun. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I live in a small town, population 6,700. And I've lived here my whole life. My grandparents lived here, my mom and dad. My brother's very well known in the community and very active. My sister-in-law's on every board in the town, and a banker here. My nephew is the fireman, and they're very active in their church, very well thought of. We're all pretty well thought of in our community and well known. If I went to town right now, as fat as I am, number one, because I've gained all this weight since I got lupus, first of all, they'd be talking about, oh my God, did you see Charlotte? She has gained all this weight, doesn't even look like herself. That would be horrible enough. But if I was carrying a doll or pushing a doll in a buggy, they would all, I might even make the headlines next week, our little paper that comes out. They would be saying, she has gained a lot of weight and she is walking around with a baby. She thinks she's got a live baby. That's what they'd say. So I would never take my baby out in my little small town. I can just see me walking around with it. I couldn't do it. It's not that I honestly, down deep, don't care what they think, but I don't want to embarrass my nephew that's the head fireman, my sister-in-law that's the head banker, my brother, go on and on. I don't want to embarrass my family. So I wouldn't do that to them. But when we go to Lubbock, which is 20 minutes from here, which where just about everybody goes to shop, oh my darling, she looked cute. I will take Bella Star. Yes, I will take her there because it's a huge, pretty good sized city, and it's a college town, and you see everything there. So I would take my Bella Star there, and I have taken her to town before, and we've been around Walmart and different places. And my husband doesn't like for me to take her into restaurants, and one time I asked him why, even where you don't know anybody, and he said because we look too old to have a baby. I said, well, it could be our grandbaby, but I'm not going to force that. Anyway, he's lightened up about it now. Shoot, he's even going to the doll show. And going to go to the baby shower. But yeah, but there's something I want to tell you. It seems like in our society these days that everybody, we think that we want everybody to agree with our hobby, or we want to flaunt everything in their face, It seems like things have changed. When I was growing up, and Southern ladies, we always felt like, to be subtle and quiet and think before you talk, and that type thing is attractive, It's kind of like men. You've heard the old saying, don't take all your clothes off, because men really think you're more attractive when you don't show everything. It's kind of like, don't tell everything. Keep a little bit for the imagination. We don't have to force our hobby on everybody and expect everybody to like it. Why? What good's going to come to, if they're not going to like it or accept it, what good's it going to come for you to force it? It's just going to make them uneasy and make you feel bad. And so I say, be a little bit discreet. If you know that someone's not going to like it, what do you care? Why take it out and cause a big fuss and try to get everybody upset? Excuse me, my mouth gets real dry, so I've got to have a little piece of gum. I guess what I'm trying to say is, who cares if they like it or not? But if it's going to cause trouble, that they don't go for it, it's going to cost you your job or something, what use is it? Why do you care if they accept what you're doing? Do not expect everybody to accept what you're doing. Not necessary. What do you care? Do what you want to do, but be a little bit subtle. Don't force everything. Don't expect everybody, this is what I'm doing and I want you to like it, and don't say anything bad about it. Accept it, hold the baby and feed it, I'm going to tell you honestly, you think I care about somebody that's got a hobby of making horseshoes that, you think I'm going to go out there and watch them weld and that hot metal flying everywhere and enjoy them making those horseshoes and get into that hobby and say, wow, this is I wouldn't want to do that. Just like they wouldn't want to play with my babies. And I don't want to be forced to do it. To tell you quite frankly, the age I am, if I go somewhere and I don't like what's going on, I just leave, And if you go somewhere and they're not accepting your baby, just don't cause a fuss, honeys. Sweetie's life is too short. Don't cause a fuss. Just take your little old sweet baby and do your thing. Hold your baby, love your baby, feed your baby. But don't expect everybody to like your baby. Shoot, a lot of people don't even like real babies. Can't stand to be around real babies. So if you know people like babies, have your meetups and get together with your reborn moms, and you can act out and enjoy your babies and do things you want to. But don't feel like you have to force it on the world. Like Gail said, you don't have to go out and, it's not necessary, because who really cares? Are you going to quit reborns if they don't like your baby? No. Neither am I. I guess what I'm saying is, quit thinking about wanting everybody to accept your hobby and enjoy your hobby. Go to another town and take your baby out if you don't want to do it in your town. Like me, I am doing it out of respect. I could force it. I could go ahead and take her downtown, walk around the bank, go in the fire station, go everywhere, and it would make, yeah, I'd be forcing myself and my hobby on them, but to them, it would be very uncomfortable. Now, why would I want to do that? This hobby is for joy, and I do not want to have any strife over my little hobby. Now, that's just the way I feel about it. In my own house, I can do what I want to. I can do what I want to anywhere. This is America. We can do whatever we want to for right now. But don't get hung up on what other people think about your hobby and forcing yourself. Just do your thing, and if you want to take them out, take them. If you don't. But don't think you're going to change people, because people don't change very easily. And just be thankful that we have the reborn community and our close friends to enjoy it with. That's where we can just do our little role play or whatever. And, that's fun and enjoyable and safe. And that's what it's all about. That's why I enjoy the reborn community, because that's where I can share Bella's star and my babies and without ridicule. That's why I come to the reborn community. I'm not going to take her to church. I'm not going to take her to certain places, because I know that it would make people feel very uncomfortable. They have never seen reborns. They don't understand it. They're not at a place where I am. So I understand that. Everybody is different. So just enjoy those little feet and take your baby out if you want to. But if you think you're going to be ridiculed, maybe take it to a different place. But it's not worth the strife. One thing I've learned, it is not worth the strife and the heartache and the tension and the stress to try to force yourself into a situation where people might get angry with you. Better to be subtle, discreet. Be a lady. Find your place in time and find your happiness, and let it be your happiness, and don't expect everybody else to be happy for you. Because you know what? It's not going to be like that, unfortunately. No, it's not. But we don't care, because we have our reborn mommy friends. We do. We have our own friends. And that's what we're so fortunate for. So, I'm loving watching all your videos, and I'm agreeing with almost everything all of you say. I'm just saying, be yourself, have your fun, but don't force yourself on people. Love you. Bye.